to prevent further rioting, including imposing a state of emergency following the violent protests in Paris.
At least 110 people were injured and more than 270 were arrested when anti-government protesters burned cars, vandalised buildings and clashed with riot police. French authorities blame left and right-wing extremists for hijacking a peaceful demonstration.
Well, this is a scene live in Paris. That's the base of the Arc de Triomphe there, daubed in graffiti. Pretty obvious what that says. They've been pretty vocal in terms of calling for a change and the end of Macron's leadership. But it's interesting if you look at who was involved in this, the so-called yellow jackets. A lot of criticism overnight that the protest was hijacked by both left and right-wing protesters, and that is the reason they say it turned violent.
Let's go straight back now live. So there's the picture. As you can see, Ben described the people who have been sent to clean up the graffiti over the Arc de Triomphe. And there are some incredible pictures from last night. The Arc de Triomphe, the Champs-Élysées, covered in smoke and tear gas. Protesters who, some of these yellow jackets, managed to get to the top of the Arc de Triomphe at one point. Incredible pictures overnight of the violent protests, potentially a state of emergency, which could be imposed for up to 12 days. And the conditions of the state of emergency are pretty extreme, I can tell you. They will include putting people under house arrest, curfews, forbidding individual people from certain areas of the city. So that, as you can see, is Paris waking up to the aftermath of those riots which went on through the night.
Let's bring you up to date with some of the other stories, though, this morning.